Good morning. My name is Mark Stutrud. I'm the founder and president of Summit Brewing Company. It's great to have all of you here today. It's really our pleasure to host this event. And Summit Brewing Company is really excited and proud to be a part of the transition and the transformation of Taste of Minnesota. And I'll put in one shameless plug. I hope that you stick around and sample our extra pale ale before you leave today, because we recently were awarded a gold medal in the category of the English style pale ales at the Great Beer Cup, or the World's Beer Cup it's called. See, I forgot about it already. It's truly an international competition that that happens only 2 years. And there were many, many entrants, and for us to receive this award has been huge because it really affirms what we've been doing for 24 years. So with that quick commercial, I'd really love to turn everything over to Brian Turner, also known as BT, a good pal of mine and a very capable MC. Thank you.
Mark really understates that achievement. To echo Ron Burgundy, when it comes to the world of beer, Summit Extra Pale Ale is kind of a big deal. So give it up for Summit again, won't you please? It really is kind of a big deal. Can't tell you how thrilled I am to let you know a little bit more about the 2010 Taste of Minnesota. We are literally here to whip up some excitement about the state's most rockin' summer party. This thing has really made a huge transformation as of this year, and we'll be here for a few minutes to tell you about some of the details here. I'm especially excited because at this year's Taste, the emphasis really goes into a couple of my personal loves, food and music. And so before we get into the details, though, let me introduce some of the players here, if I may. New ownership is a part of the Taste of Minnesota this year, and a new management team is also here to help reinvigorate this really, truly great Minnesota brand, this great Minnesota tradition that's been around for 28 years. So let me introduce some of the players. First, the ownership team. Here's Andy Faris. Andy's the managing partner, and he'll be telling you about the transformation shortly. I see, where's Dan Hare? Dan Hare, where? Dan's in the back. Everybody can turn around, say hi to Dan. Cameras, you don't have to turn, that's okay. Dan will come up later. And then over yonder, Terry Moore, raise your hand there, Terry. These guys have a shared vision and a real passion, and more importantly, they've invested a whole lot in making this year even bigger and better, and truly to make it the biggest and best Taste of Minnesota that we've ever seen. I'd also like to call out the new management team for Taste of Minnesota, two longtime local and national event veterans and real close friends of mine, my business partner Kevin Campbell and his wife Andy Campbell, our business manager. Kevin's over yonder. And the lovely Andy is back in that corner there. They're bookending the hall here at Summit Brewing. Really two top-notch people, and they're coordinating all the details for this year's Taste of Minnesota. So let me welcome to the podium the managing partner of the Taste of Minnesota team. Put your hands together for Andy Faris.
So we're thrilled to be able to continue the legacy of the Taste, but also to raise the bar and bring it to a new level, and that's what we've been concentrating on in the last year. Really, we think this year will be unlike anything other that has been put on before. There's a new commitment to improve every aspect of the festival, offering amazing food, more live music throughout the day, and an amazing variety of family-friendly events. So really, it's really easy for me to boil it down. More music, more family fun, and more food, and better food. So you'll see our new logo, but our new logo features, it's food, it's music, it's fireworks, it might be a ray of sunshine. I know it's going to be beautiful down there on the river. We've also got our new website, which is launching today. So we've really revitalized that. There will be the ability to get tickets online and get more information more easily online. And I'm really excited about our unprecedented lineup of music that we're bringing to the Taste this year. There will be more than 100 hours of live music performance on 5 different stages this year. So we've increased that greatly. Last year there were 2 stages. So headline music from Counting Crows to Sammy Hagar, Gin Blossoms, 311, The Offspring, and many, many more. We've also got an area we're calling the Big Music Tent, which has live music starting every day at 11. And we've got a terrific lineup there. Everybody from Dawes to James Hunter, Justin Townes Earl, Otis Clay, and many, many more. It's a wide variety of musical genres and tastes. There will be really something for everybody. We've got something that I'm just thrilled about. There's a local treasure in town that some people know about, some don't. KFAI Radio is here, and also Red House Records is a local gem. And we're so thrilled. They've put together a river stage, so it's right on the Mississippi River, and they're going to be highlighting over 24 music acts of theirs. And so I'd like to say special thanks to Beth Friends, who's owner of Red House Records. Thank you, Beth. And also Harold Tremblay from KFAI. They just did a super job, and I know that this is going to be a great place to sit down on the steps of the river and hear some great music. There's a complete list of the acts that they're bringing in your press kit, which is available on the table if you haven't seen one. So let's take a look at this year's headline acts. We've got Friday, July 2nd, is going to be sponsored by 89.3 The Current. We'll actually be announcing those headline acts at a later date. Look for more in this space. We've got some very exciting music booked that we're unable to announce yet. Saturday, July 3rd is being presented by KQRS, and legendary musician Sammy Hagar, ex-Van Halen and also solo artist, will be headlining the stage. Also, ex-Foreigner frontman Lou Graham will be there, and solo superstar John Waite. So we've got a great lineup that day. Sunday, July 4th, on Independence Day, is being headlined by Counting Crows, Need to Breathe, and Gin Blossoms, brought to you by Cities 97. Also on July 4th, we are making a change on the fireworks. In the past, we've had fireworks every night of the event. We're really going to concentrate on the best in the city fireworks on July 4th on the riverbank there on the Mississippi. We're thrilled about it. It will be the place to be on July 4th. It'll also be a tribute to longtime taste manager Ron Maddox, who passed away earlier this spring. So we're excited about that. We'll pay a fitting tribute to Ron. On Monday, July 5th, we've got 311 and The Offspring with special guest Pepper, sponsored by 93X. And it wouldn't be taste without food. And this year we have a whole new emphasis on food. You'll see some of the hottest, newest concepts at this year's Taste. In fact, we have twice as many restaurants as we have in the last year. That includes Crave, Barrio, 7, the 5-8 Club, just to name a few. We'll also be featuring BT from Cities 97. He has BT's Party in the Park. He's got his own tent out there, and this is going to be really great. It's a whole new concept with food and music and chef's presentations. It's going to be outstanding. Finally, we've got a family entertainment area that I believe it will be second to none. Very interactive. We've got NBA Nation. We're one of 8 cities where the NBA is bringing in their full interactive, full court with players, etc. Kids will definitely want to be there early and get challenged and have fun on the court. In addition, we've also got things like Circus Juventus will be on the Target stage down there doing performances daily. We've also got a skate park that we're bringing in, and we'll have skate and BMX demonstrations going on. So a whole lot for the family. Kids will get in free. When it comes to cost, I do want to mention we are charging an admission this year. It'll be $20 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and $30 from 4 p.m. until the festival closes at 11 p.m. Kids 12 and under will get in free with a paid adult. Veterans and senior citizens will get in free. There will also be special VIP tickets available for $100, which will be located in the pavilion. And so while this is a little different than what we've done last year, we're confident that with the components and elements that we're bringing in, this is a phenomenal value for the festival goer. We're excited about these changes, and I'm really looking forward to sharing this. And I really am urging the public to come out. We just think it's going to be a fabulous event. It's the only festival of its kind like this, and I'm so excited with the different components that we're bringing in. Different music, different varieties of music. There will be no place else in the state, certainly over 4th of July weekend, that you can have this much fun. So thank you so much for your time today, and back to BT.
A lot of excitement this year for the capital city. By the way, we're meeting at Summit Brewing here in beautiful St. Paul because Summit is the beer of Taste of Minnesota as well. Let me bring on the mayor of the city of St. Paul. Put your hands together, won't you, for the Honorable Chris Coleman.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. I am so excited about the changes in Taste of Minnesota this year. This is going to be a fantastic lineup. It's going to be a fantastic festival. The food's going to be better than it's ever been. The music's going to be better than it ever has been. The addition of Red House Records and the KFAI stage is it's really exciting. The whole mix of things, I think, is really going to add to a totally different dynamic. I even like the idea that concentrating the fireworks on the 4th of July. Let's just have one big blast off for the birthday of the country. I think it's going to be very exciting. You know, Andy mentioned Ron Maddox, and we have a lot of thanks to Ron Maddox for the 28 years that he dedicated to this festival, the fact that he brought it to the point where it's at, from originally on the Capitol grounds down to Harriet Island. It has continued to grow. It's continued to be a successful festival. But I love the idea that we're not only, just kind of continuing what Ron started, but really kind of tweaking it, making it even better, making it more exciting, making it more focused in on the music and on the food, for a couple different reasons. Not the least of which is I've worked very, very hard over the last 4 years to make sure that St. Paul was the center of live music, that we had great festivals like Concrete and Grass and the Jazz Festival and other events over at Mears Park. And now what's happening at Taste of Minnesota is really just going to accelerate that and accentuate all the great music and all the great opportunities you have in the city of St. Paul. So we're very excited about this year's festival. We're excited about the new direction, and we think that this is going to be even bigger and better and continue to grow over the coming years. So thank you to everyone that's been involved in it, and let's have a fantastic celebration this July in the city of St. Paul.